Good Trouble Anne Arundel County is an organization who is on a mission to support and empower Anne Arundel County students with the tools necessary to confront systemic racism and unconscious biases that would otherwise negatively impact the well-being of their personhood and their educational pursuits. We are truth seekers. We envision a world where every student, teacher, and school administrator from every ethnic background and every walk of life are color brave, not colorblind. Through support and advocacy, student voices are heard and respected with accountable results and transparency. At Good Trouble Anne Arundel County, we believe first that everyone has a voice, and that voice has value. Second, data helps to reveal the truth. It reinforces individual voice and begins to uncover a story. And third, when each individual voice comes together, it forms a community. Community has the power to effect positive change. We believe that getting into good trouble can change the world. We are a resource for students and families facing issues of racism. We work with our partners to advocate for students and families of Anne Arundel County against systemic racism and unconscious biases in education. We prepare future generations of color-brave leaders to be critical thinkers and action-oriented, result-driven doers. We also provide accurate research and viable solutions. Something about the fact that centuries of systemic racism and dehumanization has been rampant against the Black community, immigrants, LGBTQ+, marginalized groups, and frankly anyone who dares to be different. We wholeheartedly stand against racism, discrimination, and any oppression against human rights.
In honor of Women's History Month, Good Trouble Anne Arundel County would like to highlight the following women who have or had gotten into some good trouble to make their mark on the world. These are women who dared to be courageous when it wasn't popular or easy.
Women have been fighting for equal rights since the formation of the United States. In 1848, Elizabeth Stanton, along with Susan B. Anthony, Sojourner Truth, and other leaders of the women's rights movement in the 1800s, held the Seneca Falls Convention, which launched the women's suffrage movement. 7 decades later, Alice Paul, Lucy Byrne, and others strategized events that took part in a successful campaign that resulted in the 19th Amendment's passage in 1920. The amendment prohibits sex discrimination and the right to vote. Women like Eleanor Roosevelt, Shirley Chisholm, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and Kamala Harris have showed us that women can be leaders in government and of change. Trailblazers, innovators, freedom fighters, thank you for making the world a better place.
We want to thank all the courageous women who are fighting the battle every day and the women who are to come. We thank you for your moxie. You are the real Avengers. We also want to thank all the women before us who paved the way and made it possible for us to move the needle of progress forward. In 2019, Anne Arundel County Executive declared hate and bias a public health issue. We don't want to be divided in Anne Arundel County. We need to treat others civilly and be one community. Join us so we can become a color-brave community.
Shut down, shut out, dismissed from the world, constantly telling me what I am and how I should be persistently. Constantly told I'm a strong Black woman. What if I don't want to be? What if I want to be comfortable in my own vulnerability? But no one ever thinks of that. What a surprise. Love, what is it? An intense feeling of deep affection or a great interest and pleasure in something? Is it freedom, desire, tranquility, peace? Why is love not valued? Love, this indestructible feeling, reduced to a mere fleeting thought that one dwells on. What happened to connection? I think of Harriet, leading us to freedom. Shirley, showing that women of color can have a position in the U.S. government. Claudia, proving that age doesn't determine an acceptable age for activism. Mary Jane, her intelligence outshining the brightest light bulb. A few of the most powerful women, creating a pathway for future generations.
Do you know what they had? Love. Love for their people. Love for this country. And love for themselves. They fought for us to be here, yet we still have the same problems back in their day.
Change starts now. It starts today. Progress and acceptance are our best friends, and we must nurture advancement, becoming proud and aflame.